Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Ja Morant.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now, look at Memphis's starting group. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. And it's Clark in at the 5 down low. And for the Kings, Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Outside on the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. And it's Monk in at the 1. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. And the rejection by Jackson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Morant against Monk. Morant passes to Wells. Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
Back to Levine. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want: hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Guys?
Allie, thank you so much. And it's Morant missing. The Kings have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And the rejection by Jackson.
Well, this is the level of rim protection you get with Jaren Jackson Jr. He takes pride in being this team's defensive anchor.
Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Wells. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. And it's Morant missing. Sacramento off to a slow start. Looking for the first basket of the game. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Here's Morant. A 14-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
Also, the way he was moving the ball, spectacular. Setting the table so his guys could eat.
And such a nice move to make the basket work. Morant's got 5 now.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture them.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
seats for your Sacramento Kings 3 teams. And everyone, now coming onto the hardwood is your Sacramento Kings 3 team. Let's get it.
Now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Fifth best, the Grizzlies.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Sacramento again missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Sabonis grabs the board.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Monk finds Levine. They need this one. Count that one.
Well, Levine may have cut down on his mid-range attempts, but he's still more than capable for that.
And here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's DeRozan. An 11-point game for him in the win against Washington. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
The first one falls.
And what you love about Sabonis is how unselfish he is. A terrific passer who takes pride in making his teammates better.
That one misses.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
Jackson looking around. Morant outside. Clock at 6. Over Monk. And it's Morant missing. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 6-point game. Pass to Monk. Outside Levine. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And stolen by Murray. And even 3-on-3 break. From 20 feet out. They get it back. Sabonis with the bucket.
Well, when you face Sabonis, boxing him out must be at the top of the scouting report. DeMontis is the best offensive rebounder in the game.
Now here's Jackson. 32 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
The Kings trail by 4. Floats it up for Murray. And out of bounds is Memphis gains possession.
And how about the numbers here for DeMar DeRozan? He's putting up about 17 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Ellis is checked in for Sacramento. Memphis also making some changes. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Clark. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And it's Ty Jerome in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Please welcome to the floor, your 916 crew.
And the Kings making a change here. Carter's checked in. Conchar is checked in for the Grizzlies.
Once again,
Ellis surveying the D. Sacramento moving it around. Sabonis kicks to Ellis. 5 to shoot. Carter with the screen. A 3, Levine, and once again off the mark by Sacramento.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
The 2-time dunk champion, Zach Levine, can hammer it down, coach, or he can bury one from 3.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great play.
And here are the Kings now, following the score by Memphis. Screen by Sabonis. And it's Carter missing. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 13-5 run. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought into helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win. Anything is possible." Kevin?
They're plenty talented. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Sabonis. Grizzlies making the shot. Pass to Ellis. Now here is Carter, guarded by Jerome. Now Levine. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Levine's got his second basket of the night.
Quick trigger there. Levine ready to shoot before the pass even reaches his hand.
Morant against Ellis. And it's Memphis with another.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
1:39 left here in the first quarter. Outside, Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Off target from three-point range.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Domantas Sabonis is on top.
he must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself up on the big screen? Time to show us your best moves. Let's go. Oh, that's nice. You're up on the big screen. Let's go. You are on.
Sacramento making some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Saric comes in for Murray. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Levine. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jackson, he's checked in for Morant.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Kanchar hits them both. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Carter looking around. Pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Outside Jackson from past the arc. Carter pulls it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Saric has the open look. No good from outside. Memphis leading by 11. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Aldama. Pass to Jerome. Second shot opportunity. And Edey with the weigh-in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside DeRozan. Takes the 3. That shot misses. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Memphis?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnover.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Zach Edey, John Conchar out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's Jaren Jackson, and it's Aldama, and at the small forward. And so here's Memphis, following the miss by DeRozan. Jackson, a screen on DeRozan. Lets the 3 fly. Aldama can't hit. The Kings trail by 15. Puts it up from 15. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jerome against Ellis. Now Conjo. Jackson with the screen. Fires from deep. Sharge grabs the board. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Carter outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And with the trend break toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
First one falls for him.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Monk's checked in for Carter. And Memphis also making a switch. Pippin's checked in. Both shots good from a strike.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Edey. Ellis against Jerome. Down low. Outside for Jackson. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And Jackson Jr. takes a good number of threes for a reason, because he's confident in his ability to drain it from here.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. Second, the Grizzlies.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Here's Eubanks, still without a basket. Ellis finds Sharge. DeRozan surveying the D. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Aldama. Again, the miss by the King.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Ellis. Shot from 16. It's hauled in by the Kings. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
DeRozan off the left rim and out.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Pippen, no luck. The Kings trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rosen dishes to Sharge. Monk, the pass to Sharge. A three off the mark. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
And it's good for two. Edey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, when Edey gets strong inside positioning like there, just let him go to work because he can overpower defense.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And now look at the numbers for Jaren Jackson. The past month has been surreal. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Kings. Zach LaVine comes in for Saric. Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Up top, Morant. Monk defending. Morant against Monk. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Monk.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops.
Well, Morant is so athletic, and he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Wells comes in for Vince Williams. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Ty Jerome. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Well, even when there's not an open passing lane, Ja will create one. He is an excellent passer.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Ellis. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's DeRozan. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Out to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. The Kings trailed by 19. Pass to DeRozan. Looking to get back on track here. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you for sure. Kevin, back to you.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, we thank you very much.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wells kicks to Clark. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Well, this is why you get Jackson Jr. the ball inside. He has a good sense for how to capitalize down there.
Outside, Levine. DeRozan against Jackson. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Nice handoff by Caldwell Pope, making a well-timed pass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Levine. Caldwell Pope against DeRozan, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Kings. Sharch checked in for DeRozan. And it's Carter in for Keon Ellis. He's off on the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Monk, the pass to Carter. Levine against Morant. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Sabonis. A 17-point game for him in the win against Washington.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Monk outside. Jackson against Sabonis. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And the dunk by Wells.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
1:03 left in the first half. Morant against Carter. On the wing, Levine. Back to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Over Morant. And it's Carter missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Sabonis. Here's Sharch. The putback. It's good on the putback.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Morant scanning the floor. And that one, good. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Jaren Jackson making highlights for the Memphis Grizzlies. The quarter comes to a close with him achieving his season high in rebounds. We'll return shortly.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Sacramento Kings.
They have to be better offensively, shooting under 40%. You know how to fix that, fellas? Feed the bigs.
Stop the presses. Shaq advocating for more post play. And next up, let's check out the players of the month. These guys have been red hot. And the Eastern Conference winner, Tyrese Halliburton.
He's a tremendous player. Fills it up, facilitates the offense. Good to see Tyrese getting this award.
Yeah, and he always looks like he's having fun out there. The positive energy, it rubs off on your teammates.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
The guard pair filled by Monk and Levine. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so that's who Doug Christie starts the second half with.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Outside, Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
The assist,
And the Grizzlies shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Morant. A three-pointer off the mark. Morant's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Levine against Caldwell Pope. Sabonis a screen on Caldwell Pope. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Memphis ball.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation, and he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He has yet to score. Jackson, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Well, he's the defensive anchor, but Jackson Jr. is reminding everyone he is a force on offense as well.
Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veteran guys, he's just gotten smarter with the experience that he has. This is a guy who plays with great energy. He's in great shape, and he is tough as heck and is not going to make many mistakes.
Here's Sacramento. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half, and it's good, 2 points.
Oh my, that's a crafty move. Monk can't help showing off his handle.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
All right, fans. Now it's time to get loud right now for your Sacramento Kings rating. Your Sacramento Kings rating.
February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Sacramento. Right now, they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches. And, of course, the Grizzlies, 10 games behind.
When I look at Memphis, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I just don't know what has happened to them. You get the sense that their frustration is starting to reach a breaking point, too.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 15. Launches it. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Murray, good.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Outside Jackson. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And it's Morant missing.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Sabonis kicks to Monk. Pocket 6. Misses the 3.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise, they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Pass to Morant. Levine against Caldwell Pope. And here's Jackson. Shoots over DeRozan. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Morant against Levine. Monk sets the screen for DeRozan. Over Jackson. DeRozan's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Well, when you watch everything Caldwell Pope does, it's possible he's still a little underrated.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Your 9163.
Chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 17th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end, and it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. On defense, the Grizzlies. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Looking to end his cold spell. Wells grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Morant passes to Jackson. Sacramento grabs the miss. They host the Clippers after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Murray kicks to Levine. Back to Murray. Sacramento moving it around. Murray sets a screen for DeRozan. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Morant finds Jackson. Misses the baby hook. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Monk, the pass to Murray. Over Wells. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Morant drives in, and he dumps it right on Malik Monk. Oh, man.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's Levine atop the key. Murray kicks to Levine. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Memphis ball.
Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Second is Malik Monk.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Keon Ellis, he's checked in for Malik Monk. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jerome passes to Williams. Here's Aldama. Here's the three. And Zach Levine pulls it down. And the 7-footer, Sante Aldama. Now, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
The way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man.
Levine can't hit. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Jerome with it. He's guarded by Ellis. Driving inside. Back to Jerome. Aldama finds Jerome. And another miss by Memphis.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Jerome after the made shot from Zach Levine.
2 minutes.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. Edey with a screen on Levine. To the middle. It's tipped to the paint. And the dunk by Edey.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Now here's DeRozan. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Jerome, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Back to Aldama. Pass to Edey. Edey with a screen on Levine. Here's Conchar. His three-pointers off the mark. The Kings have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And here's Ellis for 3. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams in the post. He's covered by Murray. Williams can't hit. Sacramento's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Murray. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jerome. Still yet to score. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Grizzlies out in front, running away with this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Ty Jerome out there with John Conchar. Then it's Zach Edey. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Jackson in at the 4. Jerome against Carter. Jerome with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Jerome's got his first basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Inside. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Monk. And now that's 11 points for Sabonis.
Just like his dad in his time, DeMontis is polished and disciplined.
Edey with a screen on charge. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Carter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Jerome with it, defended by Carter. Now Conchar. From downtown, Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Monk outside. For the 3. The shot that time, not on target.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Monk. Off target with his 3.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Aldama passes to Jackson. Here's Aldama. Monk defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aldama gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
An ideal stretch big. Aldama is 6'11" and very good behind the line.
To the inside, Sabonis, and a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Checked in for the Kings. Memphis also making some changes. Vince Williams is checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Conchar. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jerome. 5 on the clock. Back to Morant. The three.
And after shooting over 50% from the field in that first half, they're having a little bit of a struggle here in the second.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Morant touched it last. And some changes here for the Kings. Sharge checked in for Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Carter. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Keon Ellis. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Jerome. Jackson misses.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower.
Well, Zach LaVine, so crafty at getting himself to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Look, he's an ideal modern wing. LaVine has tremendous athleticism, length, a great three-point shot. He's been productive for years.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Right side, Williams. Jackson setting the pick here for Jerome. Banked in off the glass.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Jerome against Monk. And there's LaVine on the assist by Monk. 10 points for Zach LaVine.
Yeah, the mid-range shot is not a lost art for LaVine. He's a very skilled guy in that area.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sharge has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's LaVine. Plays it up and banks it in. LaVine's got 5 points in the quarter.
High percentage territory for LaVine.
And here's Morant. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Sharge just screen on Williams. Here's DeRozan. The baseline jumper goes down.
Yeah, he's a mid-range guru. DeRozan might be one of the best we've ever seen from that in-between area.
Now here's Jackson. Morant finds Jackson. Jerome against Monk. Morant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Payne with the rebound. The Kings trail by 15. Pass to Monk. And it's rebounded by Morant. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Jerome, the shot off that time. Nice D from DeRozan.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Monk with the bounce pass. LaVine, that's good. 14 points for Zach LaVine.
Well, we've seen LaVine put up 25-plus per game for a season. This guy is on the short list of the best wing scorers.
Now here's Jackson. Launches a 3. Sharge grabs the board. Sharge has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. LaVine with it. He's picked up by Morant. The shot by Monk is no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Three-pointer. And it doesn't go.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three. Whoa! Okay, Zach LaVine. Another monster dunk to to put on his career highlight reel.
And we have a timeout called by Tromazizolo.
Timeout.
Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The Kings making a switch here. Sabonis is checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Jalen Wells comes in for Williams. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Ty Jerome. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here's Caldwell-Pope. Jackson high nails the 6-footer.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
DeRozan on the wing, covered by Wells. DeRozan inside.
Such a tricky cover. DeRozan baits the defender and makes him pay for it.
At the line for your Kings, DeMar DeRozan, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, what impresses me, DeRozan's been in the league a long time, and he is still playing at a very high level.
And he makes both free throws. 11-point game. Clark sets a screen for Morant. Got it to go off the glass.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's DeRozan. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. No good there. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Six on the shot clock. From outside, Murray rips down the board.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
DeRozan against Clark. DeRozan inside. Can't get it to go. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jaren Jackson.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jaren, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor, but is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep you engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaren. Congrats on your success.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jaren Jackson.